Hi guys, what is up? It is Laura from Stick with Laura, and I am here today with a different kind of video. I'm going to be here today for a combined journal with me spread in my new media journal, as well as some gameplay. I had filmed me playing these Gamerias, which I am doing a spread on in my media journal, and I'll kind of explain those in a little bit. I had planned on doing some sort of tier ranking spread by playing all of them. There's a lot of Gamerias. They are a game from Flipline Studio and they're quite popular. You can actually download them for free if you have a PC, which I do. There's like a Flashpoint drive that you can download. You can probably Google it. And I got all the games pretty much for free, except for the ones that are like exclusive to the phone. So that is the very first thing I tackled when I got my PC back in April, was playing a bunch of the Gamerias. So in this video, I'm going to be ranking 6 out of the many that I have already gotten to play. And I'm going to be telling you guys what I like and don't like about them. I really wanted to do a media journal spread dedicated to my Gamerias because they are a big thing that got me into PC gaming and media consumption this year. And so I thought just doing this fun video kind of explaining my journal with me as well as the gameplay would be fun. Let me know what you guys think down below. I know it's a super different type of video, but I hope you guys enjoy. I have been trying out different kinds of things lately, and with my media journal, I'm just really excited to tell you guys about some of the media I've been consuming, the games, the TV shows, the movies, the books, all of it. So in the Gamerias, you have lots of different games that you can choose from, and basically the storyline across all of them is the same. You get to create a character. Some of the versions you can only choose like a girl or boy set character, but a lot of the versions, especially on the PC, you can create your own character. And you create your own character, and the story, the game drops you in this story where Papa Louie, the head of whatever shop you're about to run, is leaving for a good amount of time and going on a trip. I don't really know. I usually skip the intro. So he leaves you in charge of his shop. And there's lots of different shops. In this video, I talk about the Freezeria, the Cheeseria, the Wingeria, the Donutria, the Sushiria, and the Bakeria. But there's lots of other ones. But those are the 6 that I got to playing first. So that is what I'll be ranking in this video. I had some of the letter stickers are like ransom stickers I got from Temu, and then the printed stickers of the actual games I had ordered from Scribble Prints Co. And those were perfect. And then I used some swatches from Scribble Prints Co. I used the star ratings from Scribble Prints Co. I used pastel stars to fill it in later from Plana Hannah, pastel rainbow stars. And I just pulled in a bunch of random vinyl decals that I had that I thought would match, like a banana, a cheese, an avocado, a grape. And then I did use some of the gummy candy deco from SBC because it was food related. All these games are basically food related. And the gummy candy deco sheet is definitely one of my favorite deco sheets from Scribble Prints Co. I have used so many sheets of those. So I just thought, what harm does another occasion do? So yeah, that is basically the base of my Gameria spread. And then next I'm going to get into ranking each one. But like I said, main premise of the game is Papa Louie leaves you to go take care of his food shop, and you have to fill the orders and do the toppings and make whatever food is required at that shop. So they're all very fun. I'm going to get into ranking them and why I like and dislike each one. And I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's kind of different, but if you have a PC, maybe it's even available on Mac. I really don't know. I do have a MacBook, but not like a Mac desktop, which I think does make a difference, is having a desktop is probably better for gaming. I don't know, but you can also play these games on iPad and iPhone. I don't know about Android. I don't have Android, but I have played some of these games on my iPad and they're actually a little bit more fun. Some of them on my iPad. The one I actually rate 5 stars is the one I'm obsessed with on my iPad. So recommend checking those out. You do have to buy them from the App Store, but they're only a couple bucks and they're really fun. So the first game we have is Papa's Freezeria. I have the deluxe version. I've also played the version on the iPad, but the deluxe version is exclusive to the PC. But I do really like Freezeria. In Freezeria, you are decorating milkshakes basically, and that's pretty much it. So you're making the base of the milkshake by adding like some sort of solid topping and then some sort of liquid, and then you blend it together. There's different sizes you can make, small, medium, large. There's different blending formulas you can make, like very mixed, not as mixed, medium mixed. And then you put on like whipped cream, you put on drizzle toppings, you put on sprinkles, and then you put on like bigger toppings and you deliver it to the person. And I do really like this one. I think the shakes are super creative. They are realistic. A lot of the specials later are not realistic, but in the games they do have specials which you can earn more points for if you make that specific milkshake or item, and it will be the special until you gain like 5 stars on them, which is basically just getting like a certain amount of points or higher on 5 orders. Not all toppings in this one are realistic. The weirdest one to me is the onion gummies. That is so weird to me. But the mini games are good. And it's challenging but easy. Like if you get some of the topping on the counter, it affects your score. And also what I love the most out of all these games is drizzling and sprinkling things on. So if the game has drizzle and sprinkle, it's a plus a star for me basically. So yeah, I will say it's pretty realistic. Some of the things are not realistic, like onion gummies. Who would get onion gummies on their milkshake? But for the most part, it's really, really fun. I ended up rating this one 4 out of 5 stars, and I will continue to play this one. The next game I have is Cheeseria. And this one I played because I was like, oh, I'm going to do like dessert, savory, and switch between the two. And I had heard good things about Cheeseria. I will say Cheeseria makes the most sense. Oh, Cheeseria brings you, and they all have different locations. So Freezeria is in a beach town. Cheeseria is in like a Southwest America town, I would say. The holidays are fun. They do have holidays in this one, which I enjoy. And it does make sense. Like you're making a sandwich, that all makes sense. The toppings make sense for the most part, even if they look kind of questionable. You then are toasting your sandwich and you have to toast it equally well on both sides. And then you cut it in half. And then you also make French fries. And so you're putting the French fries on the side and then you add the French fries toppings as well. So there are 2 components in this one, whereas in Freezeria, there's only really 1 component. A lot of the other ones have 2 components, but this one really makes sense to me. It's fun. The sandwiches actually look kind of good, and I do think the holidays are quite fun. And the specials are good. They're like real sandwich specials, which I do enjoy. So I do rank this one 3.5 stars. I think in my journal, I ended up just putting 3 maybe. But I do really, really like this one. I think making the fries is fun. I think making the sandwiches is fun. And yeah, all around a good time. The next one I have is Wingeria, which Wingeria drops you in like a Las Vegas town, I want to say. I can't really tell, but it looks like Las Vegas to me. And in Wingeria, you're making wings. So Cheeseria, you're making sandwiches and fries. Freezeria, you're making milkshakes. In Wingeria, you're making wings. There's not a lot of components to this one. There's no holidays or specials, at least on the one edition I had. And you're basically just clicking throughout the whole time. You're clicking for the number, you're clicking for the sauce to be good. Like for it to be shaken well. The way you do it is clicking it. You're clicking all the wings onto the plate and all the sauces onto the plate, which I guess is like dragging too, but it's not like fun to me like the way the drizzle and sprinkling is. I will say there is a little bit of drizzling and sprinkling on the fries component in the cheeseria one, which is also a bonus. But wingeria is literally just clicking. You're just clicking things at the right time, and I am not good at that. I don't like that. I don't think it's very fun. There's no holidays. Lining it up on the plate is hard. The very first thing I bought in this game was the plate upgrade so that I could see where things go better. But all around, it's a lot of numbers. They tell you the number of wings, they tell you the number of celery and carrots, and you have to arrange it on the plate so it all looks good. And it's just not really my vibe. So I do give this one 2.5 stars. It's not the most fun to me. I have heard good things about this one from some people, but for me, it wasn't really fun. I'm not much of a clicker. I'm not good at like timing my clicks. Maybe I'm just not enough of a gamer, but I'm not good at like timing my clicks, and that's basically what this game is. So the next one we have is Donut-ria, which Donut-ria pops you in an amusement park. And spoiler alert, this is one of the ones I play on my iPad. And so for the footage of this one, I basically just did it on my PC just to get footage, but I have a lot more things unlocked because every day you complete in this game, you unlock something new, you unlock a new character, you unlock a new special, etc. So Donut-ria is very fun. I think the donuts look so good in this game. I'm not even that big of a donut person, but the donuts look so good. It does have holidays and specials. Obviously, there's drizzling and sprinkling, which I love. And I just think it's very challenging but easy. I do find this one more fun on the iPad. I think the drizzling and sprinkling in general is easier on the iPad, but again, that may just be because I'm not like a pro gamer. But I do really love this one. I think filling in the donuts is fun. But yeah, in this one, you're basically just taking an order as you always do, and then making the donuts they want, making the right shape. You unlock different shapes of donuts. And then you fry it, you flip it when it's halfway done, and then you can put filling in it, you put frosting on it, and then you put drizzles and sprinkles on it. So yeah, I do really, really like this one. I think it's super fun. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, but in my journal, I'm pretty sure it's 5 stars. It's just really fun. I really love it on the iPad, and this is the one I definitely recommend the most out of all the ones I've played so far. And I think it's really fun on the iPad. The next one we have is Sushiria, which this was actually the first one I played besides Freezeria. Freezeria is kind of the classic, so a lot of people are playing Freezeria. But the first one I tried was Sushiria because I'm a big sushi person myself. I love sushi, so I thought it would be fun. So this one does have holidays and specials. The specials are pretty realistic, like you have California roll and stuff like that. The toppings in this one actually disgust me. For example, for some reason, there's Cinco de Mayo as a holiday in this one, and the toppings you get for sushi are very questionable. Like, it's basically putting queso on like seaweed and sushi rice, which it doesn't sound right to me. So yeah, I don't like the holidays in this one. They're super questionable. Also, I do think this one is definitely one of the most challenging ones, if not maybe the most challenging one I've played probably. Basically in this one, you're taking the order as usual. You're making the sushi rice, whether it's white or brown, and in between you're putting in some like rice vinegar. And then you roll the sushi. Sometimes people want it inside out, so at that point you have to do it inside out. And then you put the toppings inside, you roll it, and then you put the toppings on the outside, including some sauces. And then at the end, you're making boba, which the boba is basically just clicking again at the right time, which is very frustrating for me. But I do think like boba and sushi make sense, and I do enjoy that. And yeah, like I really, really wanted to love this one, but the holidays don't make sense. Like, I think there's like a Sakura festival, which makes sense, but the rest of them don't really make sense. And it is pretty hard. And for a game that I just want to be cozy and relaxing, it gets kind of frustrating sometimes, especially when cutting the sushi. That part is kind of hard. So for those reasons, I ranked this one 3 stars out of 5. The final one I have for this video, I hope you guys have enjoyed this thus far. Please let me know, is Bakeria. So in Bakeria, you are baking pies. You're taking a single pie order and you are choosing out the crust bottom. You're filling it in with pie filling. You're then putting the right top on. You then bake it, and then you put on toppings. This one has holidays and specials, but I will say, after what I just said about Sushiria being the hardest one, this is actually the hardest one. Like, for freaking real. There's so many numbers. When I tell you the toppings are impossible to get on right, it's so not fun. I am so terrible at it, but I've also watched other people struggle, like streamers who play these games and 100 it and all that. It's just a hard one, and they give you so many numbers, like this amount of cherries, this amount of whatever on top, and I don't do good the second there's a bunch of numbers in my face. But yeah, overall, I don't like this one. This is actually my lowest rated one because I technically gave Wingeria 2.5 stars, but I did give Bakeria 2 stars, despite having the holidays and specials, which Wingeria doesn't have. And that makes it really fun because you can decorate your lobby differently. You get extra points for how you dress up. You get extra specials for the different holidays. You get extra themes and extra things unlocked, like for the actual food items. It's very fun. Despite having that, it's so hard, and I just don't like this one at all. I think it's so hard, and it's just not fun. I'm probably not going to play this one ever again. So for those reasons, I did rate Bakeria 2 out of 5 stars. And that is pretty much it for my rankings, as well as my little journal with me gameplay. Let me know what you guys thought. It did take forever to edit this, so I do hope you enjoy. But I've always wanted to do like some sort of like ranking of these games, and I have played already 6 of them. I honestly don't know how many there are total. There's probably around like 15 in the archive on flash drive that I have on my PC, but I know there's ones exclusive to iPhone or exclusive to iPad. So yeah, but been really into the Gamerias. Let me know if you guys have played any Gamerias down below, and if so, which ones you have played and what you would rate them. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy. Like I said, I am now putting on the gummy candy. Some of the deco bits I did use were also from Cafe with Anna. I do want to shout her out because she had such cute boba deco bits from her Boba and Bites exclusive collection, which I was obsessed with. But yeah, that is it for those Gameria rankings. Basically, like I said, just running a little cozy food shop. You get an order, you fill the order. There are people called closers, which you have to do like extra well when you do their order, and they come at the end of each shift. And they have less patience, but you can unlock stuff by giving them an order that's like 90 points or more. Each order is out of 100 points, and you get a score, and you get the score percentage at the end of the day. And then you play mini games. So there's a different mini games for each ones. I don't really highlight the mini games in this video because I pretty much more like the gameplay, but I will say my favorite mini games is the chili pipe one where you change the pipes. I'm sure that's like an iPhone game too that I could find, but I just really like it in this game. I also despise a lot of the games like Blender Ball and the mini golf. Oh my God, the mini golf is so hard, like so hard. I'm so good at Mario Golf, but the mini golf in the Gamerias is so hard. So yeah, you get a random mini game. And with the mini games, you again can unlock stuff like you can get points for in your lobby where people are taking orders, and that can like increase people's patience and stuff. And you can decorate for the holidays and unlock stuff for the holidays, and you can also unlock features within each game. For example, there's always a doorbell one where you can unlock at the beginning. That's usually the cheapest, and you can unlock the doorbell, and that way you hear when people come, so they're not waiting forever for their order. You can also unlock like food or cooking boosters. I was going to say food boosters. Cooking boosters where your food will cook faster, like when you hold it. And then for each one, there's different things. Like for Wingeria, there was a plate with different sections on it because plating it is so hard. For Sushiria with the boba, there's like an automatic one where you don't have to do anything and it'll just automatically dispense the boba. So you don't have to worry about messing up that score. So they do get easier as you play and unlock more features and things. And I do just find these games really cozy and relaxing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is going to be it for my first media journal spread. In my next video, I will be coming at you guys with the first quarter of my media, which is going to be January through April. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I have been really loving doing my media journal and keeping up with it. So yeah, and doing these games was really, really fun. But let me know if you've played a Gameria down below, or if you want to, which one you would try. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.